He was a pillar of the community. A self-made millionaire, always in the papers for his charity galas and his perfect family. His name was Robert Vance. To everyone in this quiet, affluent suburb, he was the definition of success. But Robert Vance had a secret. A second life he kept meticulously hidden from his wife, his children, and his business partners. It started with small things. Unexplained absences. Cash withdrawals with no receipts. His wife, Sarah, noticed he'd become distant, always on his phone, always with a story about a last-minute business trip to a city she'd never heard of. The first crack appeared when a private investigator, hired by a suspicious business associate, snapped a photo. It wasn't in a boardroom. It was in a rundown motel parking lot 3 states away. Robert wasn't in a suit. He was wearing jeans and a worn leather jacket, talking to men who looked like they'd never seen the inside of a country club. The PI dug deeper. The business trips were to towns with no corporate offices. The shell companies he'd set up weren't for tax breaks. They were moving something else. Not stocks. Not bonds. The police had been investigating a sophisticated smuggling ring for years. Antiquities, stolen art, funneled through a network of seemingly legitimate businesses. They could never find the mastermind, the man they called the curator. The pieces finally connected. Robert Vance, the beloved philanthropist, was the curator. The charity galas were a front. The donations? A way to launder money and gain social trust. His double life was the perfect cover. Who would suspect the man who just donated a wing to the children's hospital? The night they moved in, he was at a school fundraiser, giving a speech about integrity. As he left, flanked by admirers, federal agents quietly surrounded his car. The arrest was swift, silent. The community was in shock. In his secret warehouse, authorities found millions in stolen artifacts. But they also found something more personal. Diaries. Detailed logs of his double life. In one entry, he wrote, "I built a prison of gold and called it a life." The thrill was in building the secret one right next to it. He wasn't just in it for the money. He was addicted to the deception, to the power of living two irreconcilable truths. He had everything, and it meant nothing. So he built a shadow world where he was king. Robert Vance pleaded guilty to a dozen charges. He's serving 25 years. His family changed their name and moved away. The community tried to forget. But the question remains, how many other Robert Vances are out there? The person you think you know. What secrets are they holding just beneath the surface? The most dangerous criminals aren't always in the shadows. Sometimes, they're the ones standing in the brightest light.